Hey besties, it's Rosie. So I'm picking up on a message for someone that you have an incoming love offer from someone that you don't trust. You are incredibly defensive. Your guards are all the way up. Your hackles are completely raised to this person that is approaching you with this love offer. Bestie, why? Let's find out. I'm getting that you've already given this person, for some of you, a second chance, or for some of you, multiple chances, and they just keep making the same silly mistakes. Yeah. I'm seeing that this person's immaturity has put you in this reversed sun position. Like, you can see that if they were to live up to their potential, if they were actually like in the business of writing checks that they could cash, that you guys could have it all. This could be like the sun upright. You guys could have like a beautiful connection. You could make each other happy. But this person just seems bound and determined to remain in this very immature, page-like energy. Even at their best, they're just showing up as a knight. So this is someone who has like very sporadic communication. Like, maybe they're getting this idea that like they're a bit of a performer. Like, maybe they're good at giving these like rousing speeches. Like, when they really think about it, like in their best light, they're able to kind of come in and like give you all the good words, you know, all these words that really sound great, but after the speech is over, they're not backed by anything tangible. Spirit, what else do you want my collective to know about this person? They're saying get a different deck. All right, bestie, anytime I break out this deck, I already know somebody's gonna learn a hard lesson. All right, Spirit. Yeah. Bestie, this person's a fucking wreck, okay? They're in this Nine of Swords energy. The frustration that you're having with them, they're having with themselves. Like, they also know that the way they're acting is not how they're supposed to be acting. This is a weird energy. This person is like, there's like a lot of self-loathing going on, but it's almost like they're taking themselves off the hook. By hating themselves, they're ignoring the fact that only they have the power to change this behavior. I think they're feeling very sorry for themselves. They're like, oh man, I ruined this. Like, I ruin everything good that comes to me. Like, I find a way to ruin it. Yeah, you do. And you know who can stop that from happening? You. You're the only one. You're a big boy. Yeah, bestie. I keep pulling the same cards. I'm shuffling this deck and the same cards are coming out, which tells me that this person has been stuck in this pattern for a very long time. This is something that they do over and over and over again. And why? Because they refuse to go inside and realize that their emotional waters, their emotional state, is in control of everything around them. This person, I'm getting like a lot of moon energies. This person could be like a Pisces or a Cancer, or someone like very in tune with like the lunar energies. And the problem with those people is that their emotions can have such a powerful impact on their reality. And if they're not in a good emotional state, if they don't have a healthy emotional expression, then all hell breaks loose. So this person definitely has not mastered the understanding that if they could get these turbulent emotions under control, they could stop self-sabotaging. Like, the only reason that they are self-sabotaging is because of these emotions, because they don't have mastery over these emotions. They just let them run the show. Bestie, I bet you're frustrated with this, because I'm frustrated just reading it. This person really does love you. Like, they feel a strong heart connection with you. Like whatever your connection is built on, it's not just superficial things. Like they feel deeply connected to you on an emotional level. But the issue is this person's emotions are a train wreck. So them connecting with you from that space already makes them feel off balance, because their own emotions, even when there's nobody else in there, is already just a swirling like tornado of debris. So then you add like another person into the mix and it just all gets muddled together. And then they start like blaming you for the turbulent emotions they're experiencing, when really, no. You've been put into a place that was already chaotic. Spirit, what is your advice for this collective? Okay, this is like a weird message that I'm getting, but there's some significance like to mushrooms here. So this person is like being very defensive, but what he has in his hand are these mushrooms. Now the mushrooms are always like a collective consciousness sync to me, like the mycelium network. So this person, I'm seeing that this defensiveness comes from like a deep betrayal wound. Like at some point, this person had someone close to them that they let into that inner sanctum. And that person kind of did like an inside job from this place of being, you know, close to this person behind their vulnerable defenses. This person did something like very underhanded. And because of that, this person has a very hard time believing that anyone else could come into that space and anything positive could come from it. But that's not your problem, bestie. Like, I don't think that you would steal this person's mushrooms. I don't think that you would switch them out with poison mushrooms. I think if anything, you would fertilize the mushrooms and, you know, educate them about all the special properties of them and what all you can do with them. But this person can't see that. It was 7-11 on my timer when I said that. Bestie, this person needs to heal. And until they make that decision, make that declaration to the universe, and not just say they want to be better, but actually like buckle down and they're like, I'm going to look at myself objectively. And when I can, I'm going to ask for someone outside of me that I trust to show me. This person will remain on this loop. 7-11 is a sync to me for a timeline that the way I was shown it is like a labyrinth. Like when you are walking into the labyrinth, it's 7-11, and then it can reverse. When you're walking out, it's 117. And this person is going to stay in this loop. It's going to keep repeating and repeating and repeating, and they're going to have identical experiences over and over and over until they realize that they are the only person who can release them from the labyrinth. And you, in the meantime, it has very little to do with you. You're just another person on the path that is mirroring this thing to them, that you could be happy, you could be safe in a relationship, but not as long as you are looking at everything through the lens of the past. Spirit, do you have any advice or closing remarks for the people dealing with this energy? Bestie, I'm getting the message that you might be sending this person energy like in their sleep or like telepathically. And it seems like whatever you're doing seems to be working. It seems to be shifting. So if that's something you're doing, if you decided to just kind of sit back and remove yourself from the situation and send this person like loving support, that seems to be the best course of action for you right now. In the meantime, bestie, just stand strong. Know that this has nothing to do with you. I love you.